Hi there, Dr. Sadaf Krishi here, and today we are going to talk about simple epithelium. We are going to start our topic with the basics. As we know, body tissues can be categorized into four types. These are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. And as we are going to talk about simple epithelium, we need to have a little bit introduction about what is epithelium. Epithelium is type of tissue that forms a protective layer on the surface of body, both internally and externally. It lines organs, body cavities, and hollow structure, and is also a key component of gland. Now let's talk about the characteristics feature of epithelium that would be same in the simple epithelium and stratified epithelium. And these characteristic features are cellularity. That means epithelial tissue is composed of tightly packed cells with minimal extracellular material between them. The other characteristic feature is polarity. That means epithelial cells have distinct surfaces. One is apical surface that is facing the body surface or cavity, and the other surface is basal surface that is attached to underlying connective tissue. The third characteristic feature is avascularity. That means epithelial tissue lacks blood vessels but is nourished by diffusion from nearby blood vessels in the connective tissue. The fourth feature is regeneration. That is, epithelial cells have high capacity for regeneration, which is crucial for repairing damage. The fifth feature is specialized contacts, as there are specialized contacts between epithelial cells that may be tight junction or desmosome, and that ensures structural integrity. The sixth characteristic feature is basement membrane. The basal surface of epithelial tissue is anchored to thin supportive layer that is called as basement membrane, and that basement membrane is characteristic feature of epithelial tissue. As you can see there in the diagram, there are four diagrams of different types of simple epithelium. All of them have cells that are shown in pink color and having nucleus that is shown in purple color, and all of these cells are anchored to little brown basement membrane that is thin supportive layer, and that is characteristic feature of epithelium. Now let's talk about epithelium types. Epithelium can be divided into two categories based on the number of cell layer present. These are simple epithelium if there is only one cell layer is present, and that may be stratified epithelium if more than one cell layers are present. Now let's start our topic, that is simple epithelium. So simple epithelium is the type of epithelial tissue that is characterized by single layer of cell and that is directly attached to underlying basement membrane. This arrangement allows it to perform essential functions such as absorption, filtration, secretion, and protection. It is to be noted that all of the characteristic features that epithelium has are the same characteristic feature that simple epithelium would be having. As now we will talk about the structure of simple epithelium a little bit. Simple epithelium is composed of tightly packed cells with minimal intercellular space. As you can see in the diagram, the different types of simple epithelium having tightly packed cells with minimal intercellular space are shown, and the cells are anchored to basement membrane. Here in diagram, the brown color is the basement membrane, and all the cells in simple epithelium are anchored to basement membrane, which provides structural support and regulates cell behavior. The epithelium also contains specialized junctions such as tight junction that prevents leakage of substance and adhering junction that binds cells together. Then there are also some gap junctions that allow intercellular communication, and this precise arrangement ensures the efficient functioning of the tissue. Now let's talk about the simple epithelium. First, we classify epithelium into simple epithelium and stratified epithelium depending on the number of cell layer present. Now we classify simple epithelium on the types based on the shape of cells. Simple epithelium may be simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, simple columnar epithelium, or pseudostratified columnar epithelium. The first we will talk about simple squamous epithelium in detail. Talking about the structure of simple squamous epithelium, a simple squamous epithelium is composed of the flat cells, thin flat cell that resembles scales. And if we talk about the functions of simple squamous epithelium, it facilitates rapid diffusion of gases and substances. So talking about the location, it is present in alveoli of lung where they facilitate rapid diffusion of gases, lining of blood vessel where they facilitate diffusion of substances, and they are also present as serous membrane, where they also facilitate diffusion of substances among the epithelium, one surface to the other surface. And now let's talk about the second type of simple epithelium, that is simple cuboidal epithelium. And this is the grammatic representation of simple cuboidal epithelium. If we talk about structure, it is composed of cube-shaped cells with a central nucleus. As you can see in the diagram, they are cube-shaped cells with a central nucleus, and all the cells are anchored to basement membrane. Talking about function, simple cuboidal epithelium is active in absorption and secretion. And if we talk about its location, they are present in kidney tubule, where they perform the function of absorption and secretion. And then they are also present at small glands, where they form the functional feature or functional and structural unit of glands. And they are also present at thyroid follicles. Now let's talk about the third type of simple epithelium, that is simple columnar epithelium. And this is the diagrammatic representation of simple columnar epithelium. If we see at the structure of this simple columnar epithelium, we will see tall column-like cells with nuclei at the basal end. As we start out in the starting, that all the epithelial cells have polarity. That means they have apical end and they have basal end. Apical end is towards the surface or towards the body cavity, and basal end is towards the basement membrane, and that area is anchored to the basement membrane. So what we said, will be having tall column like cells, and the nuclei will be towards the basal end or towards the basement membrane. Now let's talk about the function of simple columnar epithelium. They are specialized for absorption and secretion, and they may have microvilli or cilia. Talking about its location, they are present at digestive tract, maybe in stomach and intestine, and they are also present as uterine tubes. Now let's talk about the fourth type of simple epithelium, that is pseudocertified columnar epithelium. Here is the grammatic representation of pseudocertified columnar epithelium. Why they are called pseudocertified columnar epithelium? Because this type of epithelium looks certified, but it is not actually certified. And if we talk that what is the criteria that differs the cells, the epithelium that is certified from the epithelium that is not certified, is that in certified epithelium only the basal layer of cells is attached to the basement membrane, but in case of simple epithelium all the cells of the epithelium are attached to basement membrane. And if we see closely at the pseudocertified columnar epithelium, we will see that all the cells of the epithelium are attached to basement membrane, but nuclei are present at various different levels, and that give it the appearance of certification, but it is not actually certified, and that's the reason this type of epithelium is called as pseudo certified. Talking about its structure, it appears multi-layer, but it is actually a single layer of cell, and that may having cilia. Its function is mainly secretion and also do movement of particles, as it has having cilia. And it's talking about the location, it is present in respiratory tract, in like in trachea and bronchi. So these were the four types of simple epithelium. Now let's talk about the functions of simple epithelium. What are the characteristic functions related to simple epithelium? The first one is absorption, that is taking nutrients and molecules. The second function is filtration, that is selectively filter substances as it do in kidney. Then is secretion, as it produces mucus, enzymes and hormones depending on location where it is present. And it also do the function of protection, that is it shields underlying tissue from mechanical and chemical damage. So this was all about the simple epithelium. If you like our video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment, and thank you for watching.